We have been in a fog, and as we emerged, we see the world's been pushed to the brink. And so have you. I'm Dr. David Owers, I'm the Doc of DeFi, and I invite you in a double major education, one of health, one of wealth, and how the two interact. So today I am coming out of that cold plunge feeling pretty good because unlike yesterday, we have nice temperature out, it's not raining, there's no wind, it's not blustery. But that one day has certainly affected that water. Yesterday's water was frigid, and it is just as frigid today. It's funny how that is, and I thought of maybe what I should have done was graph the temperature of the water and the temperature of the outside and draw a little bit of a classroom on how to read graphs in the crypto space. You can think that the temperature of that water is like the price of a certain token like Bitcoin. So if the water is really, really cold and getting colder, that's almost like a downward turn in the market, where the value of the asset being so cold is not as valuable, right? So it goes down. And as that asset heats up, and that's a very common term. As the market heats up, the asset is more valued, and people partake in the asset even more. So, and then so that would be an XY on the graph, and you would just see this going up and down. And then the other thing is something called the moving average. So this is another line that's not quite as up and down and sharp as the value of a specific asset. It's a little more smooth, and they're called moving averages. There could be any length of time. So I would have done a 14-day moving average of the temperature of everything else around. And I could even have done another line, a 14-day moving average of the amount of precipitation. And as the value of an asset crosses up or down, above or below one of these lines, we could have made a few predictions on how people would partake in the space, right? So as the value of the water cools down or moves in a downward direction, it might cross over one of the 14-day moving averages, either precipitation or of ambient temperature outside. So if the water is really cold, but it's a bright and hot sunny day, that would be something that would keep the value of this space a bit more buoyant. Or if the value was heating up, but it was crossing over into a day where it was rainy, cold, or blustery, that would temper the amount of enthusiasm for the space. So that's a little bit of an idea of how you can analyze things in the real world, and some of the ways in which that can transpose itself over to analyzing a graph in the crypto space. Anyways, I also made a realization that on my other challenge, which is these YouTube videos, someone has suggested we do 100 of these. I just did my 50th one yesterday, and this is the month of June. It's very, very close to another person celebrating a milestone. It's the Queen in the UK. She actually had her Diamond Jubilee, 90 years, and that was quite amazing. But at one point she did have her 50th as well, her Golden Jubilee. So I suppose to a very small, modest extent, I've just crossed my Golden Jubilee mark on my way to 100. So I wish the Queen every bit of success in reaching her 100th, and I will slowly start my way in the next 50. So we'll see you on the next video.